Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Tower of Doom stream. Also, why is my mic spiking so much? I noticed that in the previous video too, one moment. It was like a little bit too loud. Let's see, is that a little bit better? Okay, let's see. I don't know why it was so much higher, but anyways. Hello everyone, but anyways. Yes, we're doing Tower of Doom, what week was it again? Week 8, Day 1, Purple Tower of Doom. We've, of course, had one Purple Doom before, but we'll have one again. Of course, just a little bit of announcement, as I mentioned earlier. I'll probably even have a little post up on YouTube thingy of it, or, underneath that little, social side of it. But, I will be gone for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so if you guys have any suggestions for videos to cover during that time, I will be pre-recording stuff the next few days. So, hopefully we'll have some amount of stuff to be able to post for the weekend. Not sure how many I'll be able to get done, but at least one designated per day, if I can get those all pre-recorded. So if you have any suggestions for that, feel free to leave them. But of course, right now, we're going to be mainly messing around with all of the Tower of Doom related stuff, as well as just briefly going over it. So of course, this week we have the Silver Necropolis tomorrow. Then we have the Broken Spire Pet. Thursday we have Death Knight, which you can just run Dawnbringer with Triple Banshee, or Mang get a Triple Banshee. And then we have Bounty Hunter, which is, I won't be around to really go over, unless I can record it that morning, but it's pretty much the same thing as it's always been. Bounty Hunter doesn't really change much, plus with potions is a cakewalk these days. As far as Soul Forge, of course we covered this all in the video. Only real noteworthy thing for the most part is Dracula's for 10-star Golvania, which is now a thing. It is now possible to reach 10-star Golvania. Due to the most recent troop that came in through the Golvania event. And if you can't already reach 10-star, there's another troop coming in Friday that's going to count as Golvania. Other than that, maybe Yellow McGrim for Purple Guild War and for Purple Tower of Doom, which is what it is right now. Could be of convenience. And other than that, the teams I ended up mentioning earlier. There's just these three. Well, there's a few different ones that you could do. We have this purple loop. There's a couple different ways you could do this. Of course, your hero weapon does not need to be purple. But you can do this with Mountain Crusher, Elamagrim, Infernus, Possessed King. Main premise is Elamagrim boost ratioing off of Infernus's Burning in order to get him looping pretty much infinitely. That's the game plan there. As far as with no mythics, there's a couple different ways you could do it, but you should be basing it completely around Mang if you don't have any mythics. Leprechauns for some mana, Divine Ishbala for the Skull Convert, all reds to skulls and all greens to yellows, and then all yellows to skulls off of the Fist of Zorn, which is something we didn't have for last Purple Tower of Doom, but now we do. You could potentially use something like that. Of course, it doesn't have to necessarily be this. If you don't have Divine Ishbala, Herdmaster is a pretty good alternative. Try putting in there for the cleanse and mana accumulation. But the basic premise is Mang into skulls is what you want to do for that. And I think I didn't show this in the previous video, but it's pretty relevant. It's actually the main team I'll be running. And I think I completely forgot to show in the video I just recorded, but here it is now. This is also what we're seeing later on stream. Rock Troll, Florian, Trickster Shot, and Queen Aurora. Is what I'll be messing with the purples then, once we get later into them, and basically just running with solo Trickster Shot. It's a weapon that most people don't have, which is why I don't really normally like showing it. You would do this with Titan, obviously not Shaman. I guess I just accidentally still had it as Shaman. But, yeah, you just run that with Titan in order to give Rock Troll his half mana, go and double your browns, get that up, throw it into Florian, boom, dead. And that's pretty much the game plan there. But for now, I'm probably just going to run 4 times Divines, or 3 Divines with a hero up in front for these initial battles. Actually, while we're over here, let me go to dungeons real quick. Is it going to bother me if I just don't leave those there? Let me just go clear these out with like a quick key, and then we'll go into Tower of Doom for the rest of the time. Also, someone asked, is the Doom Scythe good? Yes. The Doom Scythe is extremely good. I personally have not had the chance to test it extensively yet, but it should be one of the better Doom weapons because it counters yellow. And it's going to be a really, really good yellow counter because not only that, but it gets to drain mana off of purple troops. And this is relevant for 2 reasons. Divine Ishbala and that one bunny. I keep forgetting its name. That one bunny that has Empower convert blue to yellow. That uses purple mana. And you can simply go use a 2 mana drain off that scythe to not just deny all the yellow that the team is going to be needing, but you can also drain the mana before it even gets to cast to negate out its Empowered a little bit. So yeah, there's a lot of potential with this new weapon. Probably one of the better weapons in the game right now, actually. Just because of how good it is at countering the meta. But no, I haven't really messed around with it yet. We'll probably be doing that quite a bit tomorrow night. Because right now I mainly just want to progress through the Dooms, and I don't think we're going to be needing that weapon for Dooms. But yeah, it's going to be insanely good against Moon Rabbit. That's its name. It's going to be a really good hard counter to all those rope dart teams that use Moon Rabbit, Divine Team, stuff like that. Could be really solid. All of its perks are pretty good. It doesn't really have a single bad perk. Some of them are better than others, but it doesn't really have a single bad perk on it between all of the 5 that it has. Or, you know, the extra 5. Of course, you don't really count the first 5. It's stats every single time. And those normally don't make too big of an impact on the actual use of the weapon. Yeah, it also has Bone Storm, which you can synergize with various skull spam options, depending on what you want to run with it. Yeah, it's a really solid weapon. Actually, let me go show it real quick. I don't think I showed it on this video yet. I showed it on the previous one, but I don't think I showed it on tonight. Let me go do that. So both of them were technically tonight. Let's see. We'll take that over. Grab our destroy down. And then we just key it down. Yeah, that's what we get for doing a 4-hour stream last night and staying up all night. Ended up sleeping in today, and between everything else, just didn't have enough time to record it at a earlier time. But anyways, Doom Weapon real quick. Let me go over that. It is a pretty solid, and then we'll go in to get into the actual event. So, where's the Doom Weapon? Where's this thing hiding? Doom Weapon! What am I doing? Go by rarity. Let me just do it by rarity. There it is. Doom Scythe. So it deals damage to all enemies with an additional 1 per tempering level. So whatever that number says is basically how much more damage it does, on top of whatever it says there. So 32 currently. It then converts all yellows to Doom Skulls. And if the enemy has a Doom, it creates 5 more Doom Skulls to the board. And then it gains 3 mana for each purple enemy, which against most Divine teams is actually 6 mana, because if they're using Divine Ishbala and Bunny, Moon Rabbit, that's 6 mana back, 1/3 of its mana. Plus you could easily start it with half its mana, of course. And as far as its perks, its normal stats are, it's pretty normal. It's a little bit of everything as far as its stats are concerned. Well, I guess everything except armor. So still overall okay there. But it's all these other effects that are decent. It does have 1 reduced reduction on magic on first slot. That's kind of average. But the 2 most relevant ones here, well, I guess 3 most relevant, is steal 2 mana from the first enemy. And this is steal. So it not just reduces the first enemy's mana by 2, but it also gives it back to this weapon. So you'll automatically be getting 2 mana back as long as they have 2. It also gets to create a Bone Storm. Depending on your team, this could be pretty decent if you're using other skull spam options with this weapon. And you most likely would be, since this weapon does create Bone Storm. So it is, actually, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't even think about that. Isn't this the first weapon that creates skulls that has a storm attached to it, like a skull storm? I believe this might be. I didn't even realize that aspect, but yeah. I didn't think about it like that. Like, yeah, obviously the Bone Storm was going to be good, but I didn't even think that it might be the only option that does that. It's the only option that has Bone Storm into Skull Spam, and Doom Skull Spam at that too. So that's a really strong combination. And also gets to drain 2 mana from all purple enemies. But yeah, this thing is an insanely good weapon. I mentioned in the previous videos top 20, but I didn't even realize that synergy. It might even be top 10. Oh, we might need to mess around with that later to stream. We'll definitely be messing around with it a lot tomorrow, that's for sure. It has a lot of potential. But I mainly want to wait until we get it to Tempering level 10, which is why I kind of want to say tomorrow or the following day. Because we can't use that Bone Storm until we have it leveled. So we can't fully utilize it until we have it fully maxed. And we won't have it fully maxed until like Tuesday or Wednesday. But anyways, let's do Tower of Doom already. Let me go see where my chat is. And they, of course, wow, they're almost done already. Very nice. Glad my guild does this on their own already. I think like the first few weeks I helped them out a lot. But these days I don't do anything and they already do the entire thing. So it is quite convenient. Since, yeah, we're doing this nightly stream. And it's like, hey, it's already done. We already know what everything's scouted up to. Anyways, let's start doing these. So, wait, what? What on earth is that marking there? Kind of did it a bit weird. But yeah, it looks like we do 5. It looks like he was supposed to type 2 numbers there. Wait, did he not copy it all? Do we have a previous one? It looks like there's a number missing. That's just a little bit weird. All the other ones are marked kind of correctly. But normally if you have it like that, that means there was 2 rooms. Yeah, why doesn't it have a letter marked there? It says 1, 5... Never mind. What is it? I don't know. I guess it just he just accidentally marked it like that. All the other ones are marked correctly. Anyways, it looks like we just do room 5 here. Let's go do that. Fight. Obviously, we don't have any teams yet. But for now, for the really early battles, I'm just going to be running standard Divine. I don't need anything fancy here. So let's run Divine Ishbala into Infernus and everything. Something as simple as this is probably enough into Mountain Crusher. We don't need anything too fancy for the first, like, 6 or so delves. Or should I say 6 or so floors. Yeah, that'll work. Let's roll with that for now. What are we not using? We are not using the color of blue. Let's see. Is there a better minus blue than that? Let's see. What are our minus blue options? That's not too bad. +2 purple, +1 brown. I'll take that. That seems like the best one to go. And we have that new from Silver Necropolis. We didn't have this last time when we were doing it, but now we do. Okay, let's just roll with this for now, and we'll use this for the first several floors. Just something to quick kill with, and this should be fine. You just feed Mountain Crusher to Infernus and Undead. Let's see. We'll go get a purple over. Does anyone have advice for a newer player? I would say mainly focus on trying to do all the daily and weekly objectives, particularly the weekly ones. Things like 1.9k PvP, trying to find a at least somewhat average guild to just join and kind of stay in for a little while, as well as those little daily tasks that they have over to the side and other things like that. When you're initially starting, you're mainly just wanting to use PvP to try to put your gold into kingdoms to start trying to get them upgraded. Really important to try to get level 10 all kingdoms, as doing that will allow you to start actually progressing through the game, because anything prior to level 10 all kingdoms, your stat lines tend to be pretty low when first starting out. It becomes a pretty big hindrance for doing a lot of stuff like pet battles, dungeons, the daily dungeons, and other things like that. And also just going through and doing a bunch of the various kingdoms that are slightly more worth it, like Broken Spire for Arena, Stormheim for Titan Hero class, and then going around to the ones that are required for dailies, like Blighted Lands to unlock Soulforge to start getting that leveled for free without having to spend gems, Drifting Sands for dungeons, and eventually Cinder Mirage for the Underworld. It allows you to start doing these dungeon things every single day. How come you use Imperial Jewel in my Explore team? Never understood why, when there's much better damage, all options for hero weapon. It's normally because of the mana cost. With it covering so many, it actually accumulates more mana than them. Even though it costs 10 mana, it just uses so many other manas, since you'll be able to feed 4 mana into it instead of just 2, that it's normally enough to clean up. But yeah, there are plenty of weapons that do way more damage than that. However, that weapon just gets mana better, because it's a lot easier to feed when using explosions like Leprechaun or Firebomb or something like that. It is easier to feed a 10 mana cost into 4 colors than it is to feed like 8 mana costs into 2 colors. And that's the reason why I have it set up like that. Okay, what's our next room? We have a 5 power into a 3. Let's take those 2, take our 5, take the 3. And we don't need to switch up our team. Oh wait, why am I still using Shaman? Well, we're still early enough that we can still use Shaman. Never mind. Shaman's fine. I won't bother switching that until like 5 more floors from now. I don't think we have a need for it yet. Also, I didn't even say hello to everyone yet. Let me go do that. Hello, Raven. Hello, Haley. Hello, Nina. Hello, Original. Hello, Sith. Hello, Churros. Hello, William. Hello, Goober. Hello, Pliskin. Hello, Ian. Hello, Nina. I'm starting to repeat some of these. Hello, Preserve Music. Hello, Churros. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Cherry Top. Hello, Supremacist. Hello, William. Hello, Analyst. Hello, Humberto. Hello, Damix. Hello, Josh. Hello, Iced Tea. That reminds me, I'm kind of thirsty for iced tea now. He just made me thirsty for iced tea. Hello, Faith. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, Corin. And hello, Birdleaf. And hello, everyone else. And if anyone else has any other questions, let me know. If I missed any through there. What happened to you, the 100 gems for the weapon, and it do not appear? If you bought up to the weapon and you do not own the weapon, make sure to contact support. I haven't seen that ever happen, but I believe some people have mentioned it before for other various stuff. But yeah, if you obtain something, but you don't see anywhere in your inventory, first just try restarting the game and see if that works. But if it's still not there after restarting your game and updating it if it wasn't updated, then yeah, contact support. You can do so through the game itself now. You just go over to the settings menu, go to help, and click submit a ticket, and it brings you right to the page. Or you can also go to gemsofwar.com, click on support, click on submit a request, and it should bring you to the exact same location. Either way you want to go about it, and then just fill out that form and hope with all the info, and they should hopefully be able to get that resolved for you in a few days or so. They normally get to support tickets within about a day or so. More often than not. As far as actually resolving it, could take a few days to a week, but normally they're pretty timely about it. More often than not, and it should take even less time than that. Let's see. Okay, it looks like room number 3. Let's take this one. Yeah, it feels good that they actually have a button for it in-game now. No longer do I have to say, hey, you need to go here, and then you need to click this, and then you need to click this. I still mention it, though. But, yeah, all you need to do is just click on it in-game, and it brings you right to support now. That was actually something that came in this patch, oddly enough. A really small quality of life thing, but convenient nonetheless. Any suggestions on Tower of Doom teams? You don't have some of the troops you showed? The cheapest thing is build your team completely around Mang and go from there. How you want to go about that depends how you want to do it. You can put Leprechaun, you can put Skull Spam behind it, like that one Empowered, Fists of Zorn, or whatever that was called, and other similar things, Herd Master of Cleanse. But your basic premise, if you don't have that many options, is just run Mang into support troops and try winning out that way. Okay, so we did every room for this floor, so let's go and go to the next one. Take out the boss. Oh, these first ones are obviously a cakewalk currently, until we start getting deeper. Which is why we're not even using a real team right now. We're just using some standard divines on it as a quick team to try to kill these out with. And we should just be able to double Infernus that. Actually, we could probably even Divine Shpala kill it. No, we cannot. So let's do that for red. Wow, that missed. We don't even have an alignment either, unfortunately. So let's go and explode everything. That will get him killed. He's already going to die to burning regardless, and then he dies to skull. What do I mean when I talk about alignment? So, normally what I mean by that, though, yeah, I would mostly mean it with converting troops, but I'll show it in game, or in this next battle, what I mean by that. Yeah, I do say that a lot, and there's one specific mechanic that I'm referring to whenever I say alignment. Let's see, we do 2 and then 5. Okay, let's head to 2, get our haste. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to avoid every haste, and there's only one reason why I'm going to be doing this for this time around. And that is because we keep buying so deep into the packs that we end up having so many extra sigils by the end of the week. And I'm basically just wasting my time by doing the haste. For people that are going for leaderboard, the hastes are worth it. And hopefully they have the haste and heroisms marked correctly. But yeah, assuming each one of these small H's is marked correctly as haste, I'm actually going to be skipping all the haste this time around and see if we still have enough sigils. We should. Because the only thing that hastes give you are sigils. I'll still probably do the fireballs, because the fireballs make it easier down the line. But I will be skipping every single haste, I think, this time around. Because they don't really give you any direct benefit other than more sigils, which I don't think I'll really be using. I haven't been the last several times, so let me just do floor 5 here then. So we'll take this one. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean with alignment. Divine Shpala is the only ability here that I would specifically use that for. So I'll wait till we get her mana back up. Let's see, we'll take our yellow there, grab that on yellow again. Okay, so basically what I mean by alignment is there are various troops that transform certain colors into other colors. Most troops will only do one, however there are several that will end up doing two. In the case of this troop of Divine Shpala, it converts all red to skulls and all greens to yellows. So basically what I mean by alignment is if there are 4 or 5 of that color next to each other. So currently we do have alignment because we have green and yellow over here that will get converted, which will yield an extra turn. But basically, whenever I say alignment, I basically mean if their convert will give a 4 or 5, because getting 4 times or higher, connected will give a extra turn. But if this little area right here was not there, we would have no alignment on the ability. We would still have some matches, like right over there, but it wouldn't be an extra turn, and wouldn't be alignment. But that's basically what I mean by that. Like right now, we do not have any alignment. We'll be able to get one match right there off the red, but none of them will yield an extra turn from anything that she converts. That's basically what I mean by that when I say there is or is not alignment. Oh, restarted working? Yeah, if ever in doubt about something looking weird, normally just restarting the game or updating the game is generally the way to go. Because normally it's just a visual issue, more often than not. And I believe that was the only room we had to do on this floor because I'm skipping haste scrolls this time around. And yeah, just go straight into 5. I mean, straight into 5 to the boss room, I mean. Okay, we'll take a brown on... Oh, never mind. Well, we had a brown. The explosion that started battle from the potions ended up taking it though. But luckily it'll have mana next turn, so let's take whatever. Doesn't really matter what we grab there. Because we'll have our mana automatically off of enchants. Get our Infernus. And just throw that like 2 more times. You know, ever since they fixed Tina, Infernus's ability is like half a second slower. You can even see the delay in his ability now. That's really annoying, but at least they fixed Tina to work correctly. They did some kind of fix to Infernus, but in making that fix, they made his ability go slightly slower, which almost is more of a nerf to him than a buff, because you cast him a lot of times some battles. It wastes like a whole 2 seconds some battles. Of course, that's not that much, but if you're playing him for like hundreds of battles, it starts to really add up how much extra delay is on his ability. Let's see. So we just take a 3 here. There's literally no other option, so we just need 3 to move on. I hope they're scouting out every room, because it's always really important to do so. When you're doing the initial scoutings, you should always go for all 4 of the rooms so you know what all of them are. Not too big a deal if they don't, though. As long as we get all rewards, it doesn't really matter how we go about doing Tower of Doom. As long as the end result is we get all rewards, which we've been easily doing every single time. We haven't ever missed a single Tower of Doom reward. It's actually the easiest event if you have coordination within your guild telling people to do what rooms. Even if you don't scout out literally every room, it's just that coordination is normally enough to get everything. I was throwing Infernus, and that should be match, or not. Of course, he lives with 1 HP. Why wouldn't he? Well, we'll just pass our turn. Anything kills it, as long as the burn stays on it. Yep, no problem, Faith. You just got Possessed King from the shop on the Tower of Doom. Very nice. Yeah, I have gotten, oh, wow, we're almost done with the event. I keep forgetting how ridiculously easy Tower of Doom is. It's Monday, and we're already at stage 10, pretty much. They made Tower of Doom way too easy for guilds that have decent coordination. Because as long as you, like, tell your guild what some of the rooms are, you just auto-win the thing within, like, Tuesday or Wednesday. They're kind of convenient, because that means I won't have to worry about doing it this weekend, which is good, since I won't be around. But anyways, what was the other thing I was about to go mention? I completely forgot now. Oh, it wasn't too important, whatever I was going to go say. But anyways, let me go claim the rewards while we're already here. We'll go open the vault key, too. Maybe we got something shiny in it. And we'll go take these 2 purples. Got a little portrait thing. Hopefully we have some blues or purple here. Nope, the 2 most useless ones. The exact 2 I don't want to see. Oh, well. And hopefully the vault key will do us a little better. I'll just run it with quick Sunbird. Run it with Warlord, because why not? And we should just need Firebird into Sunbird. I mean, I just said I just said the exact same thing twice, just in a different way. I'll run the Firebomb into Sunbird, I mean. And he's dead. Okay, what kind of loot did we get? Please be good. Oh, well, round 3. Well, we got 4 gem keys. Oh, wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We just got the highest gold drop off a gnome. That's actually really rare, getting a 50,000 gold off of a normal gnome. It's around 1 in 100, if not less. That is very rare, but very nice. That looks like Cedric's drop. But no, that's the highest amount of gold you can get from a normal gnome. I believe Cedric's highest is 60,000? Either 60,000 or 100,000. But the highest you can get off a normal gnome is 50,000. So we got the highest possible gold drop, so that's pretty cool. And we got 4 gem keys. So even if we don't make out with anything off that orb, we still got something good off it. But hopefully this is a purple or blue. And it is a purple. Very nice. And that's like an extra 135 gems on top of that. So really, really nice. Since it's basically 15 gem keys. And 15 gem keys are around 9 gems each. But anyways, let's go back to Tower of Doom. Oh, that made up for our bad orbs, I guess. That was a really decent key, actually. Too bad they're always not that good. What were our path here? We were on 4. Was that the only one? Yep. Room 3 was the only one. We just took that, and then we just simply go right into this and move on from there. If you do the Doom alone, should you go for all rooms or move as soon as you can? If you're doing it alone, you should move on as soon as you possibly can. Like, if your guild is not reporting back on anything, and you're kind of just all independently doing it on your own, you should be rushing through the second you get a method to move on with. I don't know why you wouldn't bother coordinating, unless you were literally the only person in your guild. You should at least mention, like, the move-on scrolls, if nothing else. Even if you're not mentioning, like, the other good scrolls that are around, which you should be mentioning, too. But yeah, if you're doing it completely alone, you should be trying to constantly keep progressing as quickly through the delve as possible. The reason you scout, though, is you have people who check what the better rooms are, so that you can have everyone else in your guild doing all those better rooms, and then moving on. Because a lot of the rooms can give you quite a bit of better value. The main ones to keep track of are all these. Power, because this increases stats for everyone in the guild. Heroism by 1 for each. Not a whole 1 stat, but it brings up this little thingy right here. This right here. It adds +1 to all of these. It doesn't do it to that big number, but that's to that smaller number at the bottom. So in order to get 10 attack, you need 10. To get 11 HP, you need 11, so on and so forth. You basically need 1 higher than whatever it is. So to get, like, let's say 5 armor, you would need to get 6, and then 7, and then 8, 9, 10, 7, so on and so forth. It just keeps going up. But yeah, power scrolls are pretty good for that because it gives +1 to all 4 of them, to this lower number, not the top number. And what are the other ones? The other ones that you want to focus on are Heroism. This allows you to kill out a boss immediately without having to fight it. It actually clears the entire floor, actually. So you normally want to use this around 20 to 25, where the harder battles are, particularly on the Spirit Fox room and the other true damage room. That one that has the Astral Spirit, those are the main 2 you'd want to use that for. Also, thank you, Kajox, for the subscribe, much appreciated. Luck is one of the absolute most important. This counts as 2 Doom kills simply for taking out the room. Really great value. Haste is rather underwhelming, but it does give you a chance of getting a Valraven. All a haste does is make it so you gain 1 sigil, and it costs 1 sigil to do the battle. So it gives you no benefit whatsoever, unless you get a Valraven. However, if you get a Valraven, it's basically like getting 2 sigils. So it's somewhat worth it. I've personally been skipping them now, as you can see. And Fireball is kind of like a Heroism, but it's delayed. It doesn't immediately give you that 1 sigil back, but what it is you do this room, and then you can clear out 1 single room at any point later on. It can't clear out a boss room, but it can clear out any of those other 4 rooms. And doing that will allow you to kill earlier or a harder room. So, for example, if you get a fireball, and let's say right here on floor 10, you'd obviously want to save that fireball for something like floor 23, 24, something like that, something really deep. And also, as far as floors go, you only really need to go to 25. There is no real point in going higher than 25 unless your guild hasn't already completed all the tasks. Or, you know, all the little event objective thing, or, you know, all the little objectives within the guild. That would be the only other time that you would go for. Any other time is if you're trying for a leaderboard across your guild. But if you're not trying for a leaderboard and your guild already got all rewards, you only really need to go to 25, because 26 and beyond stop dropping the little purple scroll, or, you know, the scroll color thing that upgrades the Doom weapon. Only the 25th, up to the 25th, and then 26 onwards does not drop the scroll anymore, which is required to upgrade those Doom weapons. And the Doom weapon this time around is insanely good. Also, as you guys saw, I didn't really make much mention of this earlier. I only bought the tier 4. I personally only buy the tier 4 in this event. It is way too much gems to buy into tier 5 and 6. So I personally always avoid these. It's 850 gems just to get to it. You can buy these things later on for much cheaper than that. So yeah, I'm not bothering with them. I personally would not ever go beyond tier 4. Yeah, I just go to tier 4 personally. Definitely not worth going too much further than that. As far as the tiers are concerned, speaking of tier 4, we got room 4 here. So let's go take that one. And I'll take the boss room and go from there. Is Sanguinia any good? No, she is a relatively bad troop. There's not a single thing you would really use her for. She does have an okay amount of true damage if you're from like an early game to mid game perspective. So if you're just starting out, it could be okay. But for the most part, no, you wouldn't really use her. She has no board control whatsoever. And she's basically like white, but slightly different. Like, she doesn't have any gem spawn, but she does steal more than what white does. But it basically just reminds me of a 13 mana cost version of white, is basically what it is, instead of the white's 10 mana cost version. So, I don't know, it just doesn't seem worth it to really bother using it. I can't think of a single context you'd really put it into a team. Even if your team was pure purple, it barely gains any benefit. Because if your team was pure purple, that's just 16 additional damage, which is an okay amount of damage, but it only hits one single thing. You're new to this game. When should you join a better guild? You're currently now level 110. The point at which you want to try joining a better guild is normally after you've gotten every single kingdom upgraded to level 10. So, of course, underneath the kingdom page, or that's not the kingdom page, underneath the kingdom page, you can use gold on this screen in order to upgrade the kingdoms. You initially want to upgrade them all to 3, then you focus the magic kingdoms to 10, and then you go around finishing the rest of them to level 10. And you generally want to make sure you have every single kingdom to level 10 before you try getting into a better guild. mainly so you can keep up with the gold requirements. A lot of better guilds that you want to try to get yourself into will normally have something like a 300,000 or 500,000 or so gold requirement. In order to be able to keep up with those gold requirements, unless you play a lot, in order to be able to keep up with those requirements, you're most likely going to need to have every single kingdom at level 10, because the biggest gold expense in the game, at least from an early to mid-game perspective, is getting every single kingdom to level 10. And then from there, you basically just dump the rest of your gold into the highest requirement guild that you can realistically do every single week, and then just go from there. But generally, level 10 all kingdoms is when you want to try looking for a better guild from the first guild that you ever joined. But you can also try doing so a little bit earlier than that. But you might end up switching like twice within a month if you end up doing that. Because once you do once you do finally have all the kingdoms upgraded, you're going to want to start looking into a better one if you haven't already. Even if you did try finding a slightly better one already. I don't know, it really just depends on preference and how much you're playing and what kind of guild you're looking for. Once you're happy with a guild, it's normally fine. But you generally want to be in a guild that gets all tasks done per week, as well as gets most, if not all, of the events done every single week. And as long as they're doing that, it doesn't really matter much else what everything else is. If you can get all tasks and all events done, anything beyond that isn't really going to give you too much extra. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Vespeni. Welcome, welcome. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. Tower of Doom streams always get more views for whatever reason. But thank you, guys. It is still a relatively newer game mode, especially since this game mode has ever only been once a month, whereas Guild Wars at one point was once every week, and the other ones were once every 3 weeks. So I guess this is kind of rare, since we only ever do it like this once every month, and we've only done it 8 times so far. But yeah, if anyone has any questions about teams or anything, let me know. If you still need any suggestions or anything. But the general premise is I'm just currently running Divines for these earlier ones while they're still weak. Then I'm switching over to Trickster Shot. But if you need other options, Skull Spam is pretty solid, since there's a lot of Skull Spam options underneath purple. And another is run your entire team around Mang, using cheaper options, things like Fist of Zorn, Herdmaster, Leprechaun, stuff like that. Things that can help support a Mang to make sure it either doesn't die or it accumulates a lot of mana very quickly, and stuff like that. And also Skull Spam and combining some of those would also work as well. And do we have alignment on that? Yes, we do. And we just kill off of that. There we go. Okay, was that the only room? Why do we keep getting so many places that only have one? Because we keep getting all these useless haste scrolls that we don't need. But yeah, we'll just do that one, and then we can already move on. Right? Yeah, assuming those are both marked correctly, they are haste, so we don't need them. And then we just move on then. Like that, go to there. What's the next one? Okay, well, he's already dead there. Do we have any extra turn? Yes, we do. Grab that. Take a Infernus. Actually, let me grab that purple first, just to make sure to get that. And then we can just double Infernus it, most likely. Unless we have alignment, which we do. Grab our yellows. I guess we'll take the purple too, why not? And then we can just... Too bad you can't target skulls with this. There are some things that can target gems that can target skulls. Unfortunately, Divinia, what's her name? Queen Aurora isn't one of them. But that kind of makes sense why it isn't for Queen Aurora, because her final trait is based on accumulating extra mana for all the colors. But still, there's a lot of things that you kind of expect would be able to hit it that aren't able to target it. Like the Skulls and Doom Skulls. The most relevant things that can are mostly the Guardians, the 6 Guardians, which now have half mana start now because of Mirage Queen. That ended up coming in last Friday. Okay, we'll go into room 5 here. Which one is that? Right there. Anyways, take this to final room, go from there. But yeah, this white, like I was talking about, is basically feels like a better version of what just came in today. It doesn't have as much of a lifesteal. It has a smaller lifesteal, but it gets to create some gems, so it still has some okay amount of board control. It has a trait that isn't 100% useless, the Warder Link. It has a lower mana cost, way lower if you count the Warder Link on top of it. And it's 3 lower otherwise, but technically it's even lower than that because of Warder Link. And it gets to gain a bunch of souls, which is something that your what's its name? Something that the new troop that came in this Monday wouldn't be able to do. I keep forgetting her name because it's such a weird name. The Sanguinia? The Sanguinia? I keep forgetting it. It's something like that. Luckily, it's not meta, so I'm not going to need to remember its name. Let's see. Take brown. Oh, I should have taken those yellows. Whoops. But yeah, let me go hand out a redeem code. We already hit like a really high amount of viewers. I do not like Salty where we do it every single time we hit 100. But hey, why not? Speaking of that, she will be streaming in about half an hour. I forget what she's streaming tonight, but I think it might be the new... Well, no, she doesn't normally go over bounty trips. I'm not sure what she's doing tonight, actually. Because we just recently had a patch. She normally doesn't show off bounty troops. So, not sure. Yeah, she'll be doing something. I don't know, maybe she'll spoil us with something, but if nothing else, she'll have redeem codes. I don't think she'll have any spoilers or anything. We just recently had a patch, so I highly doubt it. Okay, let me go get a Mountain Crusher. Actually, I should just dump that into red. Let's run Furnace and kill that out. Hello, Mucus. Welcome. Oh yeah, I should probably be fighting random people and giving out people renown. It's something I haven't been doing. That actually seems like a good idea to do, even though I personally don't do that. Like, have people fight me and then just randomly give them renown if they win. Like that. There we go. But I don't normally use that. I still need to cover a video on it too. But I'll do more with that in the future. It's pretty trivial trying to get higher renown, but I guess it adds up over time. Like the little bit of extra rewards that you get from having it very high. Anyways, let's just go do that into the next room. By about floor 10, we're going to need to switch to a real team. Or probably switch to Trickster Shot after that. Is Salty Tacet's girlfriend? No. She is the community manager of Gems of War. And she just happens to stream every single Friday. I mean, every single Monday, I mean. And the only reason I tend to mention her is because she's the only other person that streams Gems of War on a regular basis. And because she's the community manager, so she's normally around on the forums and everything. If you were to know any developer, you probably know her, because she's around the most out of any of them. Let's see. Take brown down. Salty doesn't like boys. That's funny. Though, I think that might be slightly true. I don't know, I like all genders. Let's see. We got a 4 and we got a 5. Oh, a 4 is lucky as well. Nice. Let's go get that one. What do we take here? We'll grab a, what do we even need? I guess we just throw on yellow or something. Probably yellow and just try for... Oh, wait, we're already gonna have mana on it. Well, you know what? Which one's more populated? Let's just do this on purple, I guess. Just hope we get lucky off it. And then we'll move that down. Grab a skull spam there. Take our skull over there. Throw in a furnace. And we'll just move that into a mountain. And then we just in furnace kill it. Actually, I should probably take a skull though. Oh, never mind, he took it. And in this game mode, unlike Delves, we don't need to worry about anything dying. Every single thing on our team gets replaced the second we move to the next battle. So if we happen to lose every single one of our troops but one, it still counts for the full value. So we don't ever need to worry about our troops dying out in Tower of Doom, which allows us to do slightly riskier teams, like skull spam teams and things that might be a little bit towards the quicker side that would be riskier in Delves, but you can get away with in Tower of Doom. You can also get away with some stuff in Tower of Doom that you wouldn't normally be able to in Guild Wars for the same reason. Because if you tried running them in Guild Wars, you would get penalized in points just simply because you would take too much damage or you would potentially lose a few troops. But in Tower of Doom, it doesn't matter if you take too much damage or lose too many troops. As long as you win the battle, that's the only thing that matters for Tower of Doom. There's a lot more options that are normally available. And also, it has the versatility of being able to run with any weapon, which allows you to just use whatever the most overpowered weapons are at any given time. So even though it's pure purple, we are still allowed to use Mountain Crusher, which is obviously not purple. What's a good team for high-level Crypt Keepers? 3 Lady Maranas with a Graveseer for pure faction. But if you're just trying to run it for the battles, you'd most likely want to run something with Zugoff. If you don't currently own Zugoff, you're going to want to run probably Rock Troll into one of the bigger brown-related troops that are red or purple. Maybe like Skull Spam. You can end up running Mang, get a Skull Spam as well. There's plenty of options under red or purple. Red and purple have almost every skull option in the game, so building a double Skull Spam team or something off of Mang in first slot could also work. I don't know, it depends what you want to run. But yeah, Mang into Skull Spam is probably the cheapest thing to run into. Because purple has Skull Spam as low as is common with Skeleton and stuff like that. So you're definitely not going to have a lack of options. There's plenty underneath both colors. What am I looking for here? What floor are we on? 9? No, 8. Let me double check. Was there anything else on 8 that we needed? No, just those 2. And I'll take the final room and go from there. Hey, you need to try doing Pure Faction Crypt. It took me a month straight of trying to do Pure Faction Crypt in order to get it done. It is so annoying. However, it is the easiest faction to do without potions. Out of any faction in the game, it is the easiest to do without potions. That doesn't mean it's easy, it's just the easiest out of all of them. Still really annoying to do. Though I do have to say, out of every delve so far, the one yesterday was by far the most annoying one. And we've only ever gotten 3 maxed. That was, of course, our 3rd. We are eventually going to get every single one maxed. I believe next Hall of Guardian event, I'm going to get Hall of Guardian maxed. It really bothers me that every single one of my non-maxed delves are at 150, but Hall of Guardians is at 120. And absolutely drives me crazy that it's slightly off. I have slight, like, OCD in that regard. Like, everything has to be, like, perfectly equal. In that regard. Otherwise, it'll just drive me crazy if just one of them is just ever so slightly off. And it has been for, like, a couple months now. It's not, like, that big a deal, but I must fix it next Hall of Guardian event. Even if it costs us, like, 2,000 gems, I am fixing it next Hall of Guardian event. What do we even take here? Let's go throw an explosion into the yellow there. And we stick the other one into a Infernus. And then we just kill it off with Divine Ishbala. And we can Skull Spam kill it. How did you find the level 500 Sunken Fleet Pure team? Oh, it was horrific. It was fun, though. It was fun. But it was a nightmare. It was a fun nightmare. But yeah, if you haven't seen the video of it yet, I posted it last night before I went to bed. Definitely check it out. It was an interesting experience, to say the least. You can see the full thing on the stream, but the video is specifically just the time we won. Squirrel? Oh yeah, I said I would give out a code and then didn't give out a... Yeah, let me get out the code. Who knows, maybe I'll hand out 2 codes. But then again, actually, Salty will be starting in 20 minutes. She'll be the rest of our codes. I normally don't like giving out too many codes on a Monday, even though we normally have a higher amount of viewers, because normally Salty's going to be handing out like 3 to 4 codes. And normally they don't want too many codes going out at a given state of time. So, yeah, I try to go a little bit later on Mondays, of course. But yeah, let me go hand out a code. Let's see, we'll do that. Get a mountain down, as soon as we finish this battle, of course. We're outside the screen. Just get another mountain down. Get that down. And then we just throw Infernus into Divine Ishbala. Take the Browns over. Grab the Infernus there. Gets a little bit of a summon. That dies out. And then we just Mountain Crusher into hopefully full mana on that. He just dies off a burn. Perfectly good. Take that because why not? We'll go get Mountain again. And then we can Infernus kill into hopefully a Skull Poke because I don't think that's enough damage otherwise. Also, we need to start switching our team. This is starting to become a little slow. After the next tower, I guess we'll switch. And it should be dead. Okay, code time. Let me not forget this time. I'm gonna go get it right now. Let's see. Get rid of that. Where's the code? There it is. Mark that. Copy. Save that. Put that over in this little section. Redeem, refresh, paste all that, copy. And there it goes. Go. There is that is the right link, right? After I did the wrong link yesterday. No, that should be the right link. But there you guys go. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. There it is right there, getting us the code. But let me go take our tribute right there. Blah, blah. But your invite code is found underneath your settings menu, whatever your game says right over there. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Just click copy paste on it. The random numbers and letters. It's used on gemsofwar.com underneath game code section, or simply click on that link. And it gives the same reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. There you guys go. Enjoy. Oh, speaking of that, we actually have a task to go open 1 gem key, so let's go do that. Perfect. What do we have? Get our 5 gems and a useless troop. At least we still get 5 gems out of it. Better than nothing. But anyways, where were we? Back to Dooms. Tower of Doom, fights. Also, we might even get the next tier reward. Though it's nothing relevant. But yeah, it looks like we are going to get it. Probably by the end of the stream. Especially if someone else in my guild's actually doing battles at the moment. Or if we get another lucky scroll soon. Though I don't think we have any luckies coming up. Oh, yes, we do. All the way at 12. But let's see. What we're doing, just 4. And yeah, we already grabbed it. So let's go into the next room. And then we'll switch our team into a... I guess we'll switch to Trickster Shot next. I don't think I'm going to go bother with Skull Spam this time around. The Trickster Shot team we ran for last time, I think, is the main one I'm going to switch to next. Ended up working out quite well the last purple Tower of Doom, and I think we'll be just doing it again this time around. Let's see. Who is Salty, and is she my girlfriend? No. Salty is the community manager for Gems of War. She basically does all of the social media posts and the forum and stuff like that. She also does a stream every Monday in 20 minutes from now on twitch.tv. Infinity plus 2, or sorry, twitch.tv/infinity plus 2 with the 2 spelled as this TWO. I'll have the link after we end out the stream. But no, she's just a community manager for the game. Let's see. We do talk privately sometimes about game stuff, but it's normally just about the game and everything else. We never really like socialize as friends or anything. What do we even take here? Throwing the furnace down. Let's see. That's what he wants you to think. No, it's definitely not the case. Let's see. What's our rooms here? We need 5 for Fireball and then the 3. 5 and 3, both the 2 down there. Sounds good. Let's go switch to Trickster Shot then. So, I guess I'll go the exact same version I did last time. Might as well. We'll go Trickster Shots. Put that right there. I believe this was the exact team I ran. Rock Troll, Florian, and Queen Aurora. Actually, Queen Aurora's already there. So we'll go with this. And then we run it with Titan, obviously. Where is Titan? Titan. And there we go. Okay, so we'll roll with this. Banner, I do need to change, though. Or do I? What's a good minus blue for this banner? I mean, for this team. I think there's a +2 purple, +1 green. That would probably work best. Where'd it go? Minus blue. Yeah, that one. Oh, sorry. It's +2 green, +1 purple. That works, too. I guess it would be a little bit better the other way around, but there is not a banner that is the other way around, so we'll have to go with this. And that should be fine. Okay, so we'll go with this. +2 green, +1 purple, -1 blue. And technically we have +1 to everything as well for Queen Aurora's final traits. And the whole premise of this team is Trickster Shot, Trickster Shot, Trickster Shot, Trickster Shot, Trickster Shot into the wind, basically. This might be a little bit too early to actually be running this team. It is going to get the job done. Okay, so we have a drain off the Florian. We got a 36. We'll throw it down first slot just so we can start hitting with skulls. It brings our damage to 66. I'll probably just drain him. He does not have a mean to drain. So, oh wait, there's no point in doubling the brown if that already has mana. So I'll wait. That will automatically get his mana up, so we can kind of just wait until I have a skull. I kind of should replace out Rock Troll. I don't know. We kind of need it for tankiness, but we also kind of need something better. Let's see. We'll drain that for now. Get a little bit of green. And at this point, I think we just double Trickster Shot for the win. We'll go and poke... I'll do it on you, why not? We'll do that so we can hit it with a follow-up skull. We then one-shot that with a... what's it called? With the... Trickster Shot. Oh, no! Whoops. I thought it had full mana for a second. It has no mana, not full mana. I'll let him do his Shegra thing. Maybe I should switch to a different team for now. The problem is, this team is only meant to work when they have really, really high stats. We're currently not at the super high area yet. But let's kill that out. Then we can just go poke that, and then that should be enough trickster damage to kill the other one. Oh, no, it's not, actually. Because we accidentally hit it with a skull, so we didn't get any boost ratio off of its armor. Because we get, what is it? I believe 1 extra magic every 3 armor we tier, or 2 armor, whatever it was. It's every 2, actually. No, every 3. I was right the first time. Yeah, every 3 armor we tier from them is 1 extra magic, which is 1 extra damage when we cast. So at this point, we'll just Trickster to double skull, or Trickster to skull to Trickster. And I'll end up killing that. The green over. Take the... what else we need? Oh, we're going to have full mana regardless, so let's move that over. And that'll be enough to kill out whichever one we want. I guess we'll do that one since it's more of a threat, even though it's likely not going to kill us. And now we throw this into the final Trickster. And let's match. There we go. I don't know, something on that team needs to kind of go. I guess maybe Rock Troll, but what on earth would we replace that with? If we were to go replace that Rock Troll. Let's see, we go for a 3. I don't use Fireball yet. That'd be a little bit early. Let's see. We would need either a purple-blue or a different purple-red. So let's see. Purple-red options that are first slot related. Not a single one of these. Not a single one. Also has to work with true damage. Ah, Obsidious. No, that doesn't work out. Oh, Fairy Fire off of Queen Titania, though. Interesting. That wouldn't be bad. None of this other... oh, Suna. That'd be blocking our green, though. That'd be the biggest issue with it. And I need it not to block our green. Wisp, I guess, wouldn't be too horrible, but I think we'd get slightly better value out of Rock Troll there. Okay, so let's see red-blue then. Even though our banner's pretty decent. What's under red-blue? I mean purple-blue. Zero wouldn't be horrible. Poison Master wouldn't be horrible. Bizbang wouldn't be. Oh! Spirit Dancer in second slot. I kind of like that more. Because you know what we can do now? We can now use not Titan. We can now use Thief Hero class. And switch everything up to work for this. We don't have a bow, do we? No, we did not. None of those count as a bow. Wait, this weapon is a bow, right? Yeah, it counts as a bow. So we don't have anything for that. However, Hunters mark them. 5 gold. The little backup summon thing. Actually, let's just do it to Darkstorm. We need a lot of purple. Well, then again, I don't know. Do we want backup? It's just going to block us, though, in this case. So we'll go to that. Stealthy, which is the most relevant part of what we're getting here. The dodge, just so we don't die on hero. And 7% kill every kill. There we go. Okay, let's roll with this, actually. I didn't think about that. Spirit Dancer. Oh, I do need to change my banner now, though. What's a good minus... what are we minusing? Minus red. Plus 2 blue, plus 1 purple. Oh, these aren't only 3? Okay, well, I guess we go plus 2 purple, plus 1 green then. Those are our only options. Okay, there we go. Florian, Spirit Dancer with a Spirit Fox summon. Trickster Shots. Queen Aurora. Sounds like a plan. So now we have a summon option. Plus now they can't target our hero. It does make our front line a little bit less tanky. But we do have a replacement. We can constantly keep summoning Spirit Foxes there. And do it that way. Though that will die in like 2 hits. Eventually 1 hit, depending on how deep we go. Although that won't be this stream, though. We're not going to be able to get that far this stream. Okay. Well, I kind of want to take that to full mana right now. I don't think we're going to currently be able to, so let's take that for now. Grab a purple right over there. Get in Trickster Shot his first slot again. Now we get a Spirit Dancer down for all of the greens. Now feed both of them to full, and then we just feed it right back into green and just have all the greens we ever need. Constantly over and over again. Do it on there because why not? Just get it killed. Get it out the way. Take our greens again. Oh, you know what? I should just use Queen Aurora. A little late now, but oh well. So we'll still do it. Oh, but nice. We did still get it. Nice. What else we take? Okay, so this is probably what we're going to use then for the rest of this time. Because it has a lot of different ways to gain green. It's going to be really bad against Skull Spam. But hopefully we can win quick enough and get enough Spirit Foxes to tank for us and meat shield us. That should be fine. What would you replace if you don't have Queen Aurora? That's a good question with this team, actually. Queen Aurora is helping us quite a bit because we need the excess green to go into it. That was the only room, right? Let me double check. Yeah, that was. Okay. These two. But yeah, what would you replace Queen Aurora with here? I guess Possessed King? In this case, Possessed King would be weaker than Queen Aurora. Trying to think of what else you might be able to put there. It's probably some kind of red-purple that would fit. You could even put Suna there if you wanted to, I guess. Like, you need something to be able to use those greens. Ideally, something that mana generates, but it doesn't have to be. But you basically need something that's purple-green and another color. So it almost needs to be a mythic. Leprechaun? Yeah, Leprechaun would work, actually. Yeah, Leprechaun would work. It would make it so you're only covering, what, 4 colors? But, yeah, Leprechaun would work. If you had absolutely no option, just put Leprechaun there. You need something that will use the excess green. Because this team gains way too much green to only use 1 green. Troop. What do we take here? Let's go... well, I can't target him, the Spirit Fox, because it has Stealthy. But I can't drain it, unfortunately. So we'll just have to go and... oh, yeah, we don't use Brown anymore. Oh, yes, we do. We use on Florian, though. Let's take that Skull, I guess. So we'll probably drain our Florian. Yep. We'll take a... do we have a purple? Yeah, we do. Grab that. I don't really have much to drain, but it's still worth it. So we'll go drain that. It completely misses, unfortunately. Spirit Fox will give us all the mana we need before we do those. Let's go Trickster Shot that. Start working down his team. Get rid of red, which we don't even use. And of course, you normally want to target that on whatever color you don't use. Or whatever colors you're not using if you're not using multiple. Targetable converts, that's pretty much how you always want to target them, unless there's an extra turn off of something else with some kind of other alignment. But we'll go take a poke right there. Oh, these two have... oh, sorry. I thought it's just that one. For a second, I thought both of them just triggered as stealthy. I was like, wait, what? But no, we'll do that on greens. Let's get that up. Get our barriers and everything so they don't die. 92 damage. That's not enough to kill. I think I might just do this on first thought just so we can skull poke that one. And go from there. Kill it that way. And then we Trickster Shot into Skull or something like that. The only slight issue with Spirit Fox Summon off of that thing is it will be blocking us. But it shouldn't be that big a deal. So as soon as it's cast, it's going to be blocking us, but it's going to gain all the mana. It's going to make it so we gain overall less mana, but it's still going to give us a decent amount of mana gain. But this thing does use green-purple, so it is blocking us for 9 mana when we do that. We still get so much mana out of it that it doesn't really matter much. We'll throw that down. I will kill it with Spirit Fox that we just got. It also denies yellow, which we don't really use too much on this team. And there we go. And we can constantly keep resummoning Spirit Foxes there. And both our hero and the Spirit Fox is stealthy. So the Spirit Fox having stealthy isn't really that helpful in that instance, but our hero having it definitely is. But anyways, let's go do one more floor, I guess, and then we'll head out for now. Let's see. Because I normally try not to get in the way of her stream, so we both just stream at our own times. Let's see. We do it on 4, we do it on 5, and we do it on 2. So we'll do 4, 5, 2, the power of the hero, and the 2. Let's see, 4, 5, 2. So we got the Van Barrack. Do you wish Dooms were susceptible to Weaver? Yeah, unfortunately, Arachnean Weaver's kind of average in Dooms. The main reason being that you can't triple damage the Doom. You also can't web the Doom. And also, the Doom has the highest durability of anything on the opposing team when you're doing that battle, which is not what Weaver wants to be used against. It's a little bit of a weird battle composition for Weaver. It's not really that good of a matchup for it. But yeah, you can still get away with Weaver if you really wanted to. But there's so many better options out there if you have more options that you really shouldn't. If you have others, alternatives. But if like Tower of Doom was on Nintendo Switch right now, I'd be using Weaver on it. Because it's one of the only few, I think it's our only green mythic if I'm not mistaken. It is, that we have on the other account. So if we were to run a team like this, we would have to use Weaver in our last slot. That or Leprechaun. The Leprechaun doesn't even exist yet on a Nintendo Switch. You personally prefer watching me more? Yeah, quite a few people say that. It really just depends what you're looking for. Because Salty tends to do a lot more talking and personal stuff, whereas I tend to be more on gameplay and how to play the game and other similar things. Not like we don't talk about personal stuff too and all that, but that's like almost all she talks about. Sometimes it'll take her like 20 minutes to do one battle because she's just talking the whole time. It's always funny. She's a lot better at holding a conversation, that's for sure. That is not a skill set I have that well. I'm good at talking about whatever I'm currently doing, though. So since we're doing the game, it's easy to talk about, you know, what we're currently doing gameplay-wise and what strategies work and, you know, everything just with that. He almost goes over nothing gameplay-related, though. He's just, like, messing around with stuff. We'll take that down. Go take our hit right there. As far as all the developers, as far as the best developers at playing the game, there's 2 of them, I believe. That I'm aware of. It is Ozball, and the only reason he's particularly good is he was playing the game before he even got hired, and he ends up just getting hired for doing something coding related for them. So he was already just like a normal player before he became a developer for the game. So that's one of the reasons why he was. And Surian, and the main reason why Surian is decent at the game is he's been making match 3 games for like over a decade now. So, and he's also the lead developer of the game. So I would hope that he'd be good at match 3 games by now, given that he literally creates them for a living these days. Let's see. I'll take a yellow. Grab a green right over there. Get rid of that as quickly as possible. Definitely don't want that being around. Luckily it's Hunter's Marks, but it does have 35% score reduction. And if anyone still has any other questions or anything I may have missed, feel free to leave it in chat. Well, Salty doesn't really play the game too much. She might be community leader for the game, or community manager, whatever her title officially is, but she doesn't play the game that much. A lot of the developers don't seem to play the game too much, to be honest. Quite a few of them don't seem to. There are a few that do, and they definitely do to some degree, but definitely not as much as like an average player probably would. Because I'm pretty sure the average player is around like 15 to 20 hours, if not more, and there are definitely people that do like over 40, 50 hours in this game a week. I am not at that point. I have at some point in the past, but not these days, obviously. But if I had to guess like the average developer's playtime on this game, not counting time that they're actually spending towards, you know, developing the game, like, you know, actually like playing it normally, I'd have to say its average is probably 5 hours or less per developer. Of course, I don't officially know what that number is, but if I had to guess, based on how they play the game, it's somewhere around that much time per week. Let's see. Yeah, these days, I would say we're around, like, what, 20 hours? If you count the amount of time I'm doing video, it would be higher. But I wouldn't really count that because I'm not normally playing the game. I'm normally just, like, making up teams or preparing videos or, you know, other stuff like that. I would count streaming in that time, though, because streaming, obviously, we're just literally playing the game. Let's see. Because this is basically the exact thing I'd be doing if I wasn't streaming. As far as, like, in the game itself. We'd just be doing Tower of Dooms right now to try to progress it. What do I take here? We'll throw down the hit right there. Is it worth using event keys this week? Oh, no. It is only worth using event keys this week if you are close to getting Golvania to 10 stars and you're planning on getting it to 10 stars. If you're not planning on getting Golvania to 10 stars, I'd pretty much just skip over. Oops, did I just take a haste scroll? I didn't mean to take haste. Oh, come on. You marked that as heroism when it's a haste. Don't do that to us. That's false advertisement. They miss. Oh, I hope one of the previous wasn't mixed matched. Because I might have skipped a heroism. Heroisms are really good. haste scrolls or not. That's a slight fail. Not too big a deal though. They're both still okay. But Heroism is way better than a haste. Haste just gets it so you keep your one sigil that you just used for the room. It's only beneficial if there's a Valraven there. Whereas the Heroism is just a complete floor clear. You just simply use it and you get past the entire floor without having to do a single battle, which is obviously way better. Again, I guess this will be our last battle for now until we head off, and I'll go get her stream link if any of you want to go head over there. I probably won't be there too much. I might go stop in and say hi, and I'll probably redeem the redeem codes while I'm there. I'm gonna need to stay up for at least an hour anyways and wait for this video to upload before I go to bed anyways. I'll probably stop by her stream. If any of you want to catch it, she will have a few redeem codes in. I'm not sure what she'll be messing around with, but she'll be messing around with something. But anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by tonight. Greatly appreciated. We'll be doing a lot of Tower of Doom tomorrow night as well. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, same time as always, hour half prior to now tomorrow. Let me just go get the other link, and I guess I will catch you guys there. Feel free to leave a like on the stream. It really helps out a lot. And as I mentioned, I will not be around this Friday, or this weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. No stream. I'll try to have video content out, but no actual stream will be on those times. So do be aware of that. And here's the link for any of you that want to go catch the other stream. She'll probably have like 2 or 3 redeem codes as well. But anyways, thanks for stopping by. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Leave a like on the stream if you enjoyed, and I will catch all of you later. Wait, was there any other questions I missed? One second. Is it worth crafting Queen Aurora? Yes. Queen Aurora isn't one of the first crafts you would go for. It's probably within top 10. It's a pretty good utility that you use for mana accumulation. It's also pretty good at helping your team not die, since it has both barrier and HP game. The biggest issue with Queen Aurora is she does not buff herself. If she buffed herself, she would be considered much, much better. But unfortunately, she does not apply her HP gain or barrier to herself, meaning that she's pretty vulnerable to damage. Even though she makes everything else decently unkillable, she herself can die pretty easily. So it's only really used for areas like Guild Wars and Tower of Doom mainly, I would say. And very occasionally for Delves as well, but Guild Wars and Tower of Dooms are the 2 bigger locations where you tend to use Queen Aurora. And both for green, purple, and yellow, for all 3 of those, she's theoretically usable. And I'll catch all of you later. Goodbye, everyone.